Hey there, YouTubers. So this is story time. Let me tell you a story, something that happened to me personally. And I always get to share from my experience and how I'm navigating through YouTube. So this particular experience is particular to me, and I'm going to be sharing from my experience. And I'm hoping that you also get to learn from my experience. So, like you saw in my title, I got 3,000 watch hours. Yes, you heard me right. This is my proof. I got 3,000 watch hours sometime last month, and I still did not get invited for monetization. Hmm. What happened? What did I do wrong? Okay, I'm going to be taking my time to explain to you what I did wrong. And the reason I'm sharing this is so that you can also avoid making the same mistake I have made in the past and ensure that going forward you do better. Now, what mistake am I talking about? Deleting videos. Yes, you heard me very well. Stop deleting your videos. It's not like it's wrong to delete your videos, but I'll explain. Let me just explain. Give me some time to explain. So, sometime last year, I began my journey on YouTube in October last year, for my second channel, right? I began my journey on YouTube with this second channel, and when I began posting, I found out about Restream, and then I began using Restream for that channel. And yes, I got the result I wanted. In less than a month, I had gotten 1,700 and something what as this is still the proof, right? And I was wondering, okay, I am now on the first lane. In fact, I was getting thousands and thousands and thousands of views on my live stream. Because I kept live streaming, I will use live stream on some days and then I will go live on some other days. And there was even a particular day I went live and I had about 100 and something persons watching. You can imagine the excitement that gave me. The some other times, in fact, the lowest I always used to have back then was 26 people watching at once for my live stream. 26, 25, sometimes 30, sometimes 40, and as the case may be. I was always excited, coming live because I had people who were watching and engaging. I made friends that period. I made real friends from YouTube that period. Now, fast forward to November 19th. That's the exact date that this happened to me. So fast forward to November 19th. Now, prior to this time, whenever I put out a video that either did not give me the result I wanted, probably a short form content or a long form content, even a live stream that did not give me what I want, I just go ahead and use the delete button and I delete the video without really minding or paying attention to the fact that it could hurt my channel. Now, I went ahead and I did a restream that morning, right? I used the restream app to do a restream that morning. Now I had the highest number of persons watching that restream at the time, and I was super excited. I had about 400 and something persons watching the restream at that time. I started restreaming from 11 a.m. and between 11 a.m. to 12 noon, I had over 500 and something watch hours from that restream. It was actually just 1 hour. I was streaming my own content because I made up my mind that though I was going to be using Restream, I will ensure not to use videos that were not mine. So for every video I did put out back then, they were all my videos. Were videos where I'm doing my own crafts, videos where I'm dancing, videos where I'm in an event, just videos about me. I ensured that I did not use other people's videos, and my videos were really doing well with the restream. Now let's bring it down to what happened that 19th of November. So when I was restreaming, it was a dance video and it had an audio in it. That video streamed for 1 hour, and then after 1 hour, I got an email on my phone informing me that from YouTube, right? And the information was that the sound that was being played in the restream is copyrighted, and the person was asking for me to mute the sound. Now I freaked out. That was like my first experience with serious copyright claim. I've had other claims, copyright claims, and then I just go ahead to remove it. In fact, I even made a video on how to check for copyright claims before you post the video. This video link up here can take you to that video. And I also made a video where I talked about how to remove copyright claim in case you have a copyright claim on your video. The link here can actually take you to that video. So I freaked out because that was like a real moment event. Like I was being given a query for a live stream, and they said they're going to suspend the live stream until I mute the sound or end the live stream. So I was still in that fear. Like I'll see, okay, what should I do? What should I do? And then I went ahead to end the live stream. If I had known, all I needed to do was just to click on the mute button and probably just change the music. I'm saying all of this so you can learn. So just in case you are streaming or doing something on YouTube and you have a copyright claim or you have a notification that you are using a music that is not your own, what you can do is go ahead and just change the music or mute the sound, right? By so doing, you'll be safe. So if I had just done that, I would have been able to save that video. And even if I ended the live stream, I would still be able to have that video because I had good watch hours from the video already. So I freaked out and then I just ended the live stream. Because I was so excited, I thought, okay, let me just, since I'm not streaming again, let me just go live. So I went ahead and did a live. Like I went ahead to set up my live, the live stream. I put in all the details and all of that. And then I noticed that before I clicked on go, like go live, I made a mistake. So I wanted to, I'd already gone live, right? I would have still left it. I wanted to just go ahead and, delete that one and do another one. So I tried this doing to my app, my what's it called, my YouTube app itself, but I couldn't find the video. It was still processing. So I was impatient. I just went straight to the YouTube Studio desktop site, and then I found the video. There I could easily just go ahead and do what I wanted to do. So I clicked on that particular video. In my mind, I was certain. I was so sure that I clicked on that particular video. So I went ahead and clicked on delete. And then they will show you, it will tell you this video deleting will be deleted forever and all of that, permanently deleted forever. And I'm like, of course, just one video. Let's go ahead. So I went ahead and then I clicked on delete forever, and then the video started deleting. Now I did not know when, I didn't know how, I did not even know that I had clicked on all my live stream. I had enabled all my live stream videos and automatically listed them off for deleting. I did not know. I didn't pay attention to it. But I was surprised that this video was taking longer than usual to delete. What's happening? It's taking so long. It was still showing me deleting video. And I was like, okay, why is it taking this long? But anyway, it was whenever, or maybe it's network, whenever it's done, it's going to come back to normal. And then by the time the video was done deleting, I came back to my channel and I realized that I did not have any live stream video. Remember, like I said, this period I have just been doing back to back live stream. I will stream on some days, I will live stream on some other days. So I had lots of live stream videos. In fact, on my channel, even currently, I have more of short videos and live stream videos than long form content. And I'm like, okay, where are my live stream videos? Did I private it? Did I hide it? What's happening here? Then it began to, dawn on me gradually that something has gone wrong. Something has gone wrong. I went back to my YouTube studio to check, and I saw that I only had just one live stream, and that live stream didn't go off because I think I had on the page I have 50 videos that were showing. So that one is like the next page, right? On that particular page, I had like 50 videos showing. I'll be 100 and something videos showing, and then the next page. So that particular video was left, like the one that entered the next page, so it didn't delete. And then what happened? What's happening here? I did one video, it still had not dawned on me. My friends were around, people in the house, so I was just still trying to play along and not. I didn't even tell anybody. See what I happened though. I did not know how to explain to anybody that I have done busybody. I've committed all of my efforts. I just kept quiet, kept it to myself, and then I continued, doing everything I could to just be okay. It was later in the evening when everybody had gone out. People were in the house. They had gone out for their own activities. That I remember to my friend, I was like, okay, reality of things. I went to my studio and I could still see the watch hours there. I could still see the views there. Everything still looked like everything was normal. And like, okay, maybe it's not that bad. But I went back and I started searching on YouTube, and then I was watching videos to see how I could retrieve videos. Then I realized that once a video is actually deleted, you cannot get it back unless you are able to copy the URL of that video, or you're able to save the number of that video. Then if you're already in the YouTube partnership program, you can send them a message and use that number or use the URL link, the URL link to get back the video. As far as these two ways, once the video is out, it's out. So I kept trying, I kept looking for different options. I was looking for different ways to retrieve the video, but it was all gone. So by this time, I began crying. I was like, no, how can I spend 1 month of data time, energy, and then just delete it in just few minutes. It's not even up to an hour. And I did it all of my effort. I began crying. I cried and cried and cried, consoled myself, did a video and talked about it and all of that. But I had to still move on. Now, this gave my channel a very, very, very wrong impression, because by the time I did that, now this is the thing that I need to pay attention to. Once you did a video, one, two, three, more than three at once, YouTube that thing affects the algorithm of your video of your channel, right? YouTube begins to wonder what's going on. They want to understand why that is happening, and then they want to understand, okay, if this video is not for the audience you're showing it to, who then is the new audience? Who are we supposed to show the videos to? So instead of deleting a video, what you should rather do is to either private the video or unlist them. And probably later, if there's really a need for you to, unlist that video and delete it, you can go ahead. It's not like you should not delete. No, you can go ahead and delete the video, but just be sure that you really want that video out. You really want to take that video out. And just like I had my own experience, I will also advise that if you want to delete a video, don't go to the YouTube Studio desktop site. You might end up mistakenly clicking the one you don't want to click. So it's best to go to the YouTube app itself, pick the one you want to delete and delete. But like I already mentioned, the best option is for you to unlist that video or make it private. Private means that you don't want to see it. And then unlisting simply means that it is always there, like it's not there, it's unlisted. It's just on the platform like it doesn't exist. Do you get? So go ahead and unlist the video or make the video private rather than deleting it. Then when you are sure that you really don't want that video, you can go ahead and delete the video. So I don't have the same experience I had. Now that happened in November, and then by from that November to I think December 23rd, it took my channel another 1 month for my channel to be able to understand who the channel is for, what the channel is about. Like it took another 1 month for my channel to be able to have sense again. I wake up every morning, go to my YouTube studio, and then I gradually saw my gathered watch hours, begin to reduce. It continued reducing from 1.7, kept reducing, reducing, reducing. It came to about 25 watch hours. I cried. I cannot tell you, like, I cried. It came down to about something watch hours. Now this year, I have been able to rebuild again and start again. I'm still on the journey, and finally YouTube sent me the message that I have been able to get to 3,000 watch hours. But because it's not showing on the valid watch time hours. In case you don't know what this means, see this video, see this picture showing here. This particular place is where you will know your journey, if you are actually getting valid watch hours or if you are not. Now, because it's not showing on the bar, if I still had those ones that deleted, that went off that time, if I still had them, then definitely I would have been able to join the YouTube Monetization Partnership Program. But because I don't have that one, what is showing currently is what I have currently gathered. So this story I have shared with you, I'm hoping that you're able to learn that instead of deleting your videos, unlist them or make them private. Don't be in the haste to remove your videos. If you're always in the habit of, I posted a video, it's not doing well, it is not showing me, and nobody has viewed it, it's not getting views like other videos. If you're always in that habit of doing that, you're doing lots of harm to your channel, like you're hurting the channel if you keep doing that. Truth is, your videos that might not do well this month, you never can tell when they will pick up. Don't worry, in another video, I will show you what happened my friend's channel, and we're going to look at the channel together and we're able to explain the seven, okay, not seven now, let's say 5 ways that you will know that you're about to blow on YouTube. Just watch out for that particular video. Trust me, you're able to get some insights. And if you got any help from this particular video I've shared, see this playlist up here. It's going to some of the guide to you. Just click on the playlist to watch other videos I have made as regards YouTube journey, YouTube monetization, and YouTube growth. Thank you so much, and see you in my next video. Bye for now.